Baba Batra, Parak Bet, Mishnah Yud Dalet, 14th Mishnah, second chapter. Last Mishnah in the second chapter of Masechet Baba Batra. Cutting trees. Last Mishnah about the trees. Ilan Shuno Tele Rishuta Rabim. If I have a tree that's leaning over into the public thoroughfare, Kotzetz Kedei Shei Gamal Over V'Rochbo. You can cut it down to the height of a gamal, of a camel that can pass through, together with its rochor, with its rider. Meaning, like a camel. If you've ever seen a camel and rider, very high. But you can cut the trees. Not you, the city or the local whatever, the township. They can cut the trees to the height, according to the Mishnah, to the height of a camel and its rider, a very high height, because it's in the public thoroughfare. Rabbi Yehuda says, Gamal, yes, a camel, but ta'un pishtan, that's loaded with flax, o chavilei zmarot, or shoots, or chavilot, or packages, or bundles of zmarot, of shoots. Meaning, it's a little bit lower. You don't have to cut it to the height of the rider. The rochev gachin v'chalif tutei. He can lean down, and gachin, he can lean over and pass tutei under it. Meaning the rider can lean down. It's very interesting. I really would have thought, cut the whole thing. He's on Mishut Rabim. The answer is no. He has the right to his trees grow. It seems that the understanding is that if a person has trees, you're allowed to plant your trees. That seems to be the understanding of the Mishnah, both vis-a-vis my tree going into my neighbors and my tree going into the public. That it's understood when you plant a tree, the tree spreads out and it's going to grow, and that's something that's taken for granted. But if it's now becoming a nuisance or bothering, then it's impinging on the rights of others. But it isn't an assumption that I have to cut my trees, if it's over in the Rishut Rabim. To be truthfully honest, trees over the Rishut Rabim can be a benefit also. The shade is good for most people. So you can't be a nuisance, but you don't cut the trees, by definition. Nowadays, I think they would just cut it. They cut it to the point where it bothers traffic or buses go by or whatever. Rabbi Shimon says, Kol ha'ilan kineged ha'mishkolet mipnei ha'tuma. Rabbi Shimon says there's another factor. There's something called tuma. Tuma, ritual impurity. So the halacha is that a tree is an ohel. The tree has a halachic status. We've seen this before of an awning, a covering. So if tuma is under one side of the tree and a kohen walks under the other side of the tree, then the kohen becomes tameh. So that's considered a public nuisance, a public problem, a halachic problem. Shema yahilu ha'anafim min kizayit alamed. Maybe the branches will yahilu, will shade over, will cover over, will become a canopy over a kizayit min amed, kizayit of part of a dead body. V'yitameh ha'adam over sham. And then a person passing under the other side of the tree will become tameh. So therefore, Rabbi Shimon says, forget the shade or forget the problem that's an impediment. The whole tree can become a problem for Kohanim who want to walk under every tree. Halacha ketanakama bilbar, but the halacha is parallels Tanakama. I once knew when I grew up in Maryland, there's a Kohen, and there was a cemetery. He would always have to travel in the left lane, like a left turn lane on a major highway, as if he was turning left and then go back right, because the tree went over like this huge, major road. I think it was University Boulevard, and the tree carried the tumah from the cemetery all the way over into the road, and as a Kohen, he had to avoid it. So it is a halachic issue. Rabbi Shimon says you have to worry about it. We don't paskin like him, so I guess the Kohanim would have to know, or would have to be careful not to walk under tumah carrying trees. We'll stop here, dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.